There is a specialness of Holy Redeemer. And there is a special flavor of the spirituality of Holy Redeemer. But how did all this start? First of all, there would not be a Holy Redeemer without there being a St. Peter Claver. This place opened in 1888 because of the benevolence of Margaret Mary Healy Murphy. She was always interested in helping the unfortunate, and in 1888 she created a church for blacks where they did not have to stand at the back of the church or sit or stand in the balcony. She also created a school so that they could have the opportunity to have Catholic school education. And she decided to call this place St. Peter Claver, who was canonized also in 1888. Father A.J. Dumoulin became the pastor of St. Peter Claver and realized that there were many that had plenty of personal resources, but there were many who were really without in this community and felt the need to do something about that. Seeing these problems and wanting to find a solution, Reverend A.J. Dumoulin, who was a pastor of St. Peter Claver Parish at the time, wanted to create a charity facility to help to establish homes for the aged, needy, and orphan Negroes of the community. He contacted Bishop Forrest and was granted permission to establish this facility. And on Thanksgiving Day, November 28th, 1901, the first Holy Mass was celebrated in this community. When Father Dumoulin first blessed the land, he asked that all the works here be done in God's name. And over the last 120 years, we have tried our best to do that. We have been through ups and downs and nearly closed, but the members fought hard to keep us open. We are the only remaining predominantly African American parish in the Archdiocese of San Antonio. And the only reason that we're like this is because of the fact that God wanted us to be here. We are not alone.
I want to take this opportunity to say happy birthday, Holy Redeemer. When I say happy birthday, Holy Redeemer, that means happy birthday, all of us, because we are a part of the rich history that is Holy Redeemer Catholic Church in San Antonio, Texas. The wonderful thing about celebrating this anniversary, we recall the past, and we celebrate what is, and we look forward to the future. Well, most of the time you would think of celebrating 125 years, and in 5 years we will celebrate that. I think it's important that we celebrate 120 years at this point in time for several reasons. One, as we look at our church and we look at where we are today, we have to remember that those who founded this church and those who lived in this church community for these 120 years have seen a lot of different social issues and a lot of different things going on in society that this church has survived, that this church has worked through, that this church has endured. Racism, prejudice, fear. Certainly to have our own church where African Americans can worship was important and central to who we are as Catholics, and that, I think, is one of the things that has helped us to persevere. That we were here supporting one another, loving one another, worshiping with one another in a way that we felt as though we were and are at home. Some of those same things that the church has endured and the parish community has worked through and gone through these many years still exist today. The reason why we are here is because we are African American Catholics. And we are here because we are strong, we persevere, and because ultimately we love God. And we want to be able to worship and give thanks and praise to Him in that light. And so it is important that we celebrate these 120 years, especially when you consider what we've just gone through. The pandemic, I think, has helped us as individuals and hopefully as families, and I hope as a faith community, to refocus and to say, these things are the most important. Some of the things I believe we took for granted, family, friends, life itself, I hope has been refocused for us. And I hope the same thing happens in our parish community, that we refocus, we recommit, and we renew our lives here at Holy Redeemer. That 120 years is just a small part of the history that is to come here at Holy Redeemer. We are here because of the groundwork and because of that which was given to us by our ancestors. We're always grateful for the ancestors, the one who first built this faith community, both spiritually, but also with bricks and mortar. We will always be grateful to them, for we stand on their shoulders. Let us also take our part. Let us also do what we need to do to build this faith community for the next 125 years. I wish you all a happy birthday. I wish you all God's blessings. Happy anniversary to you, Holy Redeemer, on 120 years.